I want to thank you for joining me today for this live event. Feel free, if you have the capacity and wherever you're viewing, to share this with others. Go ahead and click share and do so right now if you'd like to. But I want to start by asking you a question. Does your life need a jump start? And I don't know if you know about me or my experience, but over the last couple of years, with the abnormal being normal, I have needed to restart again and again. And that may be the case with you. And so, in a bit, I ask you to stick around because I want to share with you a resource of where I may be able to come alongside of you and to give you some of the support that you need. If you have questions today, feel free to put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer some of them at the end of our time together. If you prefer, you can also send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com, and I will answer any questions that you may have. And finally, I'm curious to how you heard about the live stream, where you're joining from. I'm broadcasting on multiple different platforms on Facebook as well as YouTube. So let me know if you're joining from a group or a Facebook page or a profile or on YouTube. I'm just curious to see where folks are tuning in from. So first, let me introduce myself. As I said, I'm Tim Fortescue, and I'm a life coach, particularly walking alongside of folks with their personal and spiritual development. I support those who feel cut off by things like organized religion or disconnected from their self or community and God. Another way to put it is I coach people of faith who are looking for home. So that's more specifically. More generally, I just enjoy coming alongside of those who just feel stuck in life or struggling to find meaning, connection, and healing. I want folks who are stuck or who are looking for home to know that there is hope, they belong, they're beloved human beings, and they're deeply loved. So you can find more about me and book a free consultation on my website at www.faithfullygrowing.com. So let me get back to the question that I started us out with. So, does your life need a jump start? And if you're like me, as I said, it does. Sometimes I need to begin again and again, several times a month or even more sometimes. And so, if you feel like this, if this resonates with you and that you need a jump start or a restart, I want to share with you something today that I'm excited about, to where you may be able to get a little of the support you need. On March 10th, I am starting a 4-part coaching series. And what that means is we'll meet on Zoom for 4 consecutive weeks for an hour. We'll briefly check in so we can support and encourage one another. We'll use a values assessment tool to help clarify your values so that you can be more intentional and aligning with those values. I know in my own life, if I'm honest, sometimes I say I value one thing, but if I look at my actions and how I'm living that out, I'm on autopilot and I'm not lining up with my values. And so we'll complete a values assessment. Additionally, we'll complete a Wheel of Life assessment. And if you're not familiar with the Wheel of Life, this is an assessment that gives you a realistic view of where your time and energies are being spent right now. And so I see the values assessment as where you want to be, where we want to be. And the Wheel of Life is realistically kind of showing where we are, and using both of those tools, we can see where we are and begin heading in a direction of those values to where we want to be. Additionally, as being a part of the coaching group, you'll get a free half-hour one-on-one coaching session with me so that we can go a little deeper. So to find out more or to register for the coaching group, I encourage you to visit my website, faithfullygrowing.com, and you can get more information. And again, if you have questions for me, you can either drop them in the chat or you can send me an email, tim@faithfullygrowing.com. But in summary, as I close out our time together today, I want to let you know that it's okay to pause, to get support, and to begin again, or to restart and begin again and again and again, whatever you need, whatever you want to call it. And this is something that's taken me a while to catch on to, and I still struggle with it from time to time. But I'm learning, even though I wasn't taught this, that in order to love God and others and my family most effectively, I first have to prioritize and love myself. You don't need permission, but if you want someone to give you permission, let me be the person to do that, to let you know that it's okay to pause and prioritize yourself. So visit faithfullygrowing.com to reserve your spot for the upcoming coaching series beginning March 10th. And space is limited because I do want to keep the group small to facilitate connection and sharing with one another. And so I encourage you to book your spot soon and share either the recording of this live stream or the link to faithfullygrowing.com with others who you think may be encouraged by a coaching group like this. But I want to thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to possibly meeting you in the upcoming coaching series beginning March 10th. And in looking here, it looks like no one has asked any questions in the chat. But if you have questions moving forward, send me an email, tim@faithfullygrowing.com. But thanks again for your time and in joining me as a part of this. All right, take care.